I'm here to read for you again. Hello, Cellulite and Love Tarot, or Hillary for short. Welcome. Happy What's Good Wednesday. Today's reading is going to be all about what good things are coming in for you, hopefully in the next week. That's the scope that I aim for, but it's really out of my control. So in the near future, it's close enough that the energy is here, okay? So all right, let's see. I'm so excited. I got to whip out a new sage bundle, and this one's a dragon's blood sage, which I think is just like white sage that's coated in something. You would think I would know, but I'm like high priestess, okay? It's like intuition, spirit based. I'm not the Hierophant. I don't know the physical shenanigans about stuff for the most part. And even if I did, I'd forget it because I have a terrible memory. All right, let's see. Hopefully, this gives you some upliftment that you need, something to look forward to. Let's go ahead and get in that energy, that energy, so that you are already in the energy of attracting goodness for you. I believe most of my tribe, you're already like that. I get to see so many comments, and I'm like, y'all are some good people. I might have to switch out my candle in a minute because these are like they're little small candles, but all my other ones burned out. There's still plenty of wax in there, but the wicks burned faster than the wax. So I'm gonna have to order some wicks. Why do they make candles this way? All right, let's get out of this complaining energy, Hillary. I can't speak. Okay. Oh, I meant to clear for you. Clear for me. And we'll jump right in. Okay. Spirit, my higher self, my darling's higher self, thank you so much for using me as a channel to guide and instruct. I ask for the most clear and concise messages, information, feelings, and sensations to come through for the betterment of my darling and for the highest good of everyone involved. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, I'm going to start off with some Moonology oracles to get kind of an overview, and then we'll fill in some of the details about the good things coming up for you, what you can expect here in the very near future. Okay, Spirit, what good things are coming in for my darling? Believe in the impossible, blue moon. I love that energy. That's like my manifestation card in the Moonology oracle. It's like confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. I feel like some of you are gaining. You want all of those? Okay. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. A new start is coming. Luck is on your side. The answers you need are coming, and the energy is gaining momentum. Yes, take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. Okay, there's something that you feel like maybe couldn't be a possibility for, like long-term abundance, like something that could be actually beneficial for you in a big way, right? Something that's beyond just being like fun or whatever. I feel like something that has not taken off quite yet, you have an interest or something, it's starting to take off. But it takes a lot of your belief. It takes you being in the energy of, this is something good that's going to happen for me. This is something that is possible for me. I can be that person who does this, or things like this can happen to people like me, right? You intentionally shifting into that energy is what's going to make this energy gain momentum. I feel like you are already there, but that's just more confirmation. Like, make sure you're getting yourself back to an energy that says the possible is possible for me. Nothing is actually impossible. And what's something that I said in yesterday's reading? Crazier things happen, and crazier things will continue to happen in the world. Like, there's really nothing so far out of the scope of possibilities, right? Not really, not energetically. They happen all the time. But our logical brain, our conditioning tells us that, oh no, I'm stuck with this lifestyle because this is how I was raised, or I'm stuck in this position because this is what I chose, or it's too hard to change directions now, or I won't, end up in the same sort of position. I won't be able to land something solid or stable. Changing directions like this, that's too crazy. That's not meant for people like me. That's changing. All because of confidence that, like, yes, it is possible. And believing that the universe is absolutely conspiring in your favor to make crazy things happen for you, okay? And I feel like what you're coming to understand is that like you don't need to have it all figured out what the answers are coming. I think you're figuring out that, all it takes is just a little nudge, a little bit of momentum, and then there's this snowball effect of it just building and building and going faster and faster and faster, right? The pinball effect. Kind of like the other day, the pinball effect, right? Something that came to me after that reading on Taco Tuesday talking about the pinball effect is that often in life, if we view life or our situation as a pinball, right, and there's moments where things are rapid fire, like the bumper, bouncing off bumpers, racking up points, and then there's a moment where the ball is falling to what seems like the end of your game, the end of your round, right? But then what happens? You hit that flipper, and you shoot that ball right back up into gaining more points. And so I feel like even when things are in a downswing, just be prepared, because the universe will absolutely flip you right back up into high momentum again. Okay, let's get some tarot. Spirit, can you give me some more details here about what is this goodness coming in? What is this impossible thing happening? How is my viewer, how is my darling getting out of their normal day-to-day and stepping into confidence? What is all of this? What is this new start? What is this energy? What is this luck? Let's hear about it. Let's hear about it. Oh, the energy's so good after I use the Dragon's Blood Sage. Oh, it's like such a good protective energy too. So we're protecting this goodness around you. Okay, let's see. Okay, the Nine of Wands came out and landed in a neutral position. So I feel like this is sort of two things. I'll keep getting some cards, but I'll try to explain it. Ace of Cups. I feel like you are sort of dropping this life is hard mentality. Like this, oh my gosh, who said that in today's reading? That is such a good, Alicia, Turning Tides Tarot. She had a reading today that basically said, like, be careful of the words that you're saying. Like this, the phrase, the struggle is real. You are then putting that energy out there. I feel like you're very mindful about what you think, what you say, right? And instead of being like the struggle is real, you're just like, the struggle is to my advantage, right? Everything is working out to my advantage. The universe is conspiring in my favor. And that is bringing in a sense of inner happiness, right? Inner contentment. It is emotionally fulfilling instead of emotionally draining, right? You are literally changing your own energy by shifting this mindset, which is then attracting in new abundant opportunities, new emotional stability. Seven of Cups. Yeah, you are seeing things clearly now, right? I like, normally the Seven of Cups would be like confusion, delusion, daydreaming, sort of caught up with too many options before you and not sure which direction to go, because there's just like this overstimulation type energy of like there's too many ways to go, right? It's too confusing. I don't know how to make that happen. But seeing that that's preceding the Ace of Cups, that tells me you see that there's the one cup there, with this divine being. You see that there's the one option, and the only option to make it through all life's confusion is to just be positive. Not toxic positivity, but to know that even through hardship, even through the hard moments where that pinball's going down, you know that the energy can shoot you right back up just the same, right? It's having a clear drive emotionally for what you're heading towards. And that is absolutely sending you to something happy, stable, union within yourself, happiness within yourself, a lot of passion, a lot of drive. This could even be leading you to move locations. The wands can be moving. Or just aligning you with the type of crowd and the type of people around you who celebrate your victories with you, right? This is you changing your environment. It's cleaning out the clutter with that Seven of Cups. You're cleaning out the clutter, the energetic clutter. I love it. Okay. What else do I need to know? Oh, two cards fell. Okay, Four of Swords. Two fours. 4-4 could be important. Your birthday might be April 4th, like mine. April 4th. Or the 24th. Or neither. You may be seeing 444 a lot right now. Ten of Pentacles came out after that. So you are recognizing, and the Hermit. Okay. Yeah. Here's your new good opportunity coming in, right? Your new token from the universe, your new beginning, your fresh start. Oh, with the Emperor there, speaking of April 4th, Aries. Aries energy there. that was just on the split, so I'm not going to pull that out. But I feel like this has come from a time of you really resting, and this is the mental contemplation after the Three of Swords, of figuring out, the Three of Swords, even though it represents heartache, right? It's that heart image with the three swords in it. It looks like someone has just broken your heart, betrayed you. It's still a swords card, which represent thoughts, mind, thinking, and also messages, right? It's also communication. But I feel like it's the Three of Swords for me frequently represents having unmet expectations. There being a thought of how things are supposed to go, and then that doesn't go the way that you think it's supposed to, and then there's this mental hang up about that sort of disappointment. And the Four of Swords is coming to remove yourself from the situation, see things clearly, kind of get into a mindful state with this meditation. This is like laying down, it's resting, it's sleep, but it's also clearing the mind. It's getting rid of the situation that was at hand and learning how to mentally process it and see things see things better than they were, not better than they were, but see things from a clearer mind, right? That is helping you realize where abundance comes from, and that's all about your energy. You're like, okay, if I have expectations, but I'm in this fearful energy that I can't have it, and then I'm shocked that, oh my gosh, this fell through. Were you actually in the energy that your expectation was going to be met, or were you actually in the energy that your expectation was going to be failed? You're taking responsibility over your energy and sort of realizing that what you put out into the universe is what then comes back to you, right? So you could want the Ten of Pentacles, but be so afraid that you're not going to get it that then you energetically attract not getting it, right? You are learning to reshift that mindset, which is then bringing in this abundance. So you are energetically in the right place. I think the greatness about all of this so far is just you being in an energetically aligned position for goodness, because you recognize that you have to be. This is the syndrome of like people who hit the lottery, right? You hit some sort of big win, you hit the lottery, but then those people end up bankrupt in 5 years, right? Because they are not energetically aligned with abundance. Even when they get these big wins, they squander it because they don't know how to align with keeping abundance, right? And that is, I hope that does not sound as judgmental as it came out, because I don't judge people for that. It's just when you're learning to transmute energy and work with energy, you see how potent it is once you're very conscious of it. And I feel like you become very conscious of energy, and you are seeing how to attract and keep abundance in your life. This has taken a lot of alone time for you, a lot of soul searching. You've had to do some deep diving, or you are currently doing some deep diving about inner fears that you have, inner restrictions, right? Where you maybe have been closed off to others, or you need to open up to others, or maybe you've been too reliant on others, so you've had to take some time away. And it's like this conglomeration of everything all at once, right? This is like a good old monk card, right? You're seeing all angles from a 360 perspective. I love it. You're going to be coming out of this isolation mode into this abundance, though. I clearly see that because you're aligning with things good. It's going to be small at first because, okay, so the universe is bringing something small at first. This is a good message, good news, but it's small with the page. This is good news. It's small at first because this will be your ability to practice staying in a emotionally stable position. Underneath that King of Cups is also the King of Wands. So look at that, they're facing each other. So this is literally you tempering, right? The universe bringing something small so that you can learn to temper your excitement versus your emotions, right? Learning how to balance the two. Okay, I don't have a message for those, so I'll just go to the next deck. Okay. If you asked me right now what I just said in the last 13 minutes, I wouldn't have any clue. And that is the coolest thing about channeling, is sometimes I just get very aware that I have not been here. It's just been coming right out, right? It's just been coming out my mouth. I'm going to have to rewatch this reading to get a title. That's so funny when that happens. It's so bizarre when that happens, though. Very cool. It's very I feel very honored to do that, to have that happen, though. Use me. Let me be a vessel. I hope it's making sense. I hope I'm not just totally... It makes sense. That's what I'm going to put the energy out there. It makes sense. Okay. All right, what else do I need to know about this goodness? King of Swords, Strength, Judgment. Okay. So, let me get some more cards first before I just start blah, 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 blah. Six of Swords across that. King of Swords. King of Cups on bottom. Oh, okay. Like that. I think those cards came out yesterday or the day before too, at the end there, so it might be tied in with that. Okay, so we got the King of Cups, the Strength card, Judgment, the Empress, Queen of Cups, or the King of Swords, not the King of Cups. The King of Cups is on bottom. And the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Swords came out and landed across this King of Swords, so I'm going to take that as a message for that. So, you have gone through difficult things in your life, like most of us, but I feel like there were maybe ways that you didn't know if you were going to make it through, right? This is almost like, I imagine, I don't know, my brain, whenever I see the Six of Swords, imagines the scene before it, right? This is coming to a place of where the storm has calmed down, but I imagine it being in the middle of the ocean during a hurricane, right? And it just being like, I don't know how we're going to make it through this. I don't see how that's possible. And now you've made it through. You are tired. You are, still recovering, but you know that the worst is behind you, right? And being over that King of Swords, I feel like it's you being in a very strong position to reevaluate what you have been through, right? And seeing things with truth, seeing things with clarity, being very logical, but to your advantage, right? Because I feel like where perhaps before you used to be very hard on yourself about the past, right? Judgment can often represent self-forgiveness about your past behavior, your past situations that you've been through, and giving yourself forgiveness for that, right? And the strength is, it takes a lot of strength to do that instead of just blaming yourself or blaming other people, right? So I feel like in this leadership role, you are just like naturally stepping into a place of just like acceptance of what was and knowing what you need to do to move forward, right? I feel like this level of acceptance has really put you in this position of you see things changing in front of you relatively rapidly, and it may have felt like it wasn't changing for a very long time, but it's like once your little, once that belly starts showing with pregnancy, it just like gets out of control, right? It seems like it takes forever, and then like all of a sudden it's gone, right? All of a sudden the time is just flown and you're like, holy crap, it's been 9 to 10 months worth of gestation, and I can't believe that went by so fast, right? Not an easy task either, right? It's physically uncomfortable, emotionally taxing, all of that, right? Let's see. You've aligned with more love, though. This has opened your heart, this whole situation, being reflective, even being logical about it, even being self-forgiving. You've opened your heart to be able to receive loving experiences, whether that be romantically, just in general, maybe loving life, loving what life has to offer you. It's literally loving life. And so now you're experiencing the rewards from the universe for that. You're seeing good things come in for you. You're seeing how things are balancing out. You're seeing what wasn't fair being balanced out to being fair. And often you're actually in a position of feeling like you're energetically like generous, with yourself and with others. And now you're seeing how like the universe is being generous with you too. This has definitely come from you having to work through the emotions of grief and loss here. King of Cups, Five of Cups, Death card underneath. This was a long process and a difficult process. You're seeing the benefit of it, and you're taking the good parts out of it, right? Not out of it. You're taking the good parts from those situations. The lessons. You are happy to learn what you have learned. Unfortunate that it had to happen the way it did. But I feel like you're very much like realizing that for you, rock bottom is like at least a very stable foundation to build on. I've said it before. I'm sure other people say it. Rock bottom is a stable foundation. It sucks to get there, but man, the lessons that you learn and how you learn to build up from there, irreplaceable, right? If you're at rock bottom right now, you probably don't want to hear that, but I can promise you, once you learn what you need to learn, once you change what you need to change energetically, It's so good. It's so good, okay? This is what I mean. It's so good. Knight of Pentacles. It's so good. Knight of Pentacles. Let's see what else. Is there any advice here that I need to give my darling for this goodness coming in? I just feel like be prepared for your life to change so much with that Empress. This is very much like entire world shifting. Like there's the reason why this version of the Empress shows pregnancy, but the pregnant belly is the world. This is literally your entire world changing, right? So whatever you thought was impossible, whatever you thought was unchangeable, be prepared for it to change, right? And that's all because you have changed what you once believed was unchangeable to you, in you, right? About what you believe, what you think, how you feel. You have worked on that. You have done the impossible in you. And so the impossible is going to change around you. Look at that. There's the star and the Empress again as I'm getting ready to shuffle. You are healing your world. You've done it. It started from within, but now that energy is ramping up and it's transforming your entire life around you, right? You're going to find satisfaction in your personal life, in your work life, in your love life, if you're interested in that. And if you're not interested in that, then just your relations with friends, with family. You'll just feel like a better person all around. Not that you were a bad person, but I mean, you are going to feel better as a person, right? That's what I mean. Okay, advice cards. Advice cards. Oh, itchy. How is that candle still lit? It's not even... Advice cards for my darling. Ace of Cups. You've already done the healing work to open your heart with that Queen of Cups. That's what I was saying. Working through this, you've opened your heart, right? The hardships that you went through, as hard as they were opening your heart. How you worked through that, how you've walked through that, opened your heart. So be prepared to take a dive into new emotionally adventurous beginnings that are coming up for you. Sorry, my nose is so itchy. Thank you, Spirit. I wish that confirmation could come some other way. 22:22 on the clock. 2222. Go look that up. Joanne's Sacred Scribes is my favorite website to go to, or Joanne Sacred Scribes. She has, like, to me, the most accurate angel number numerology definitions for these things. Joanne, Joann, Sacred Scribes, 2222. Okay. Keep up the self-forgiveness, keep up the self-love, keep pouring into yourself and then allowing that to pour over into others, right? Be open with your heart, be open with your love, and be willing to try new things. Be willing to push the limits there, right? Be prepared for something new coming in. Are you kidding me? We're getting repeated cards from... Remember the first card came out was this Nine of Wands, but it was sideways, right? So it's talking about you dropping your energy. And then the next cards that came out were Ace of Cups and Seven of Cups. Ace of Cups, Seven of Cups. Do exactly what you're doing. You're already good. Your advice is already what you've been going through. Six of Swords. Ten of Pentacles. You're almost getting the exact same cards. Ten of Cups. What's that one? Seven of Wands. Oh my gosh. Okay. There are going to be moments where basically... Why am I getting past memories? Usually that's the Six of Cups card, but I'm getting past memories with this Seven of Cups right now. There's going to be moments where, you know, you're human and your human brain likes to go back and try to make you think about things that have happened before. I feel like you are already... There's so many leadership cards here. I feel like that's not really an issue for you, but this is just more confirmation that whenever you get into these moments of reflection, of thinking about what has happened and that sort of... intercepts the moment that you're having right there, that becomes your conscious awareness and it kind of clouds your vision. I just remind yourself that everything that happened for a reason with that Six of Swords. Everything that happened for a reason, and you are not going to experience that again. The Six of Swords is leaving the past behind. It's the worst of it being over. You are past the storm. You are now looking into calmer waters and heading for dry land, right? You're headed for some place stable, solid ground. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time talking right now. When you have those reflective moments, just try to, once you're aware of it, don't beat yourself up for having those moments, but just remind yourself you're not going there again. You learned what you needed to learn. It had to happen for a reason. And you did everything with that energy that you could for your own benefit. And because of that, you know that this is what you're destined for. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is the feeling of the most abundance, the feeling of the most love, the feeling of connection and just this overwhelming happiness, right? And the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles is you doing the actual work, you doing what it takes to maintain this, right? You're not going to go back to where you're going to lose this, because you know how to do the emotional and physical work to maintain this now. And nothing is going to make you, drop this responsibility that you feel, right? And this is like the hill to die on, standing up for what you believe, defending something, right? I also feel like you don't have to fear losing it, right? You don't have to fear losing it. You have to... This is yours to keep. It's not going anywhere. Okay, so that's cool. Let's see. What do I want to close this out with? Let's get angel answers. If you would like to ask a question, you do not have to, but if you would like to, I will shuffle the cards and we'll see if we get an answer for you. You have to let me know if it's relevant. Or if you don't want to ask a question, that's fine too. I will get some cards and sort of interpret them in my own magical way. Okay. Oh, this is such a good feeling reading. I love it. Spirit, will you please answer my darling's question as I shuffle these cards? Please give me the right cards that is an answer for their question that they ask, or give me the right words, phrases that they need to be aware of through this deck as well. Thank you so much. Last shuffle. Last shuffle. All right, what's the answer to their question, or the cards that I need to be aware of? Be assertive. That's that confidence is your key to success with that new moon in Leo. Be assertive. Yeah. Be assertive with yourself that you are in a position to keep the abundance that you acquire from now on, right? Be assertive that it's yours. Be confident that abundance is yours, right? Be in that energetic assertiveness over what you want in your life, okay? Ask for help from others. If you believe, big happy changes. Meditation brings answers. It's funny, I feel like that be assertive and ask for help from others is related. I'm not exactly sure. I feel like this is related to a question that was asked specifically. I'm not getting any other definitions for these two. So there may be something that you need to ask for support, maybe kind of related to yesterday's reading. If there's a dream that you're trying to follow, a passion that you like to do, and you want to do more of that in your life regularly instead of, just passively, share it online. Go, be assertive, be your front man, basically. Showcase for yourself, for others, right? Really put yourself out there. There goes my candle. Okay. If you believe, big happy changes. Meditation brings answers. So meditation is good because if you get too overthinky with that Seven of Cups, that too distracted, too clouded brained, meditation really calms all that. Get into breathing exercises to clear your nervous system, bring your heart rate back down, bring your mind into a place of calm. This is great. So the Four of Swords came out earlier after that Four of Wands. It'll bring you to that place of centeredness and energetic alignment with abundance, with seeing things clearly and then things clearly coming to you. Now, if you believe, big happy changes. Believe in the impossible. Luck is on your side. A new start is coming. Get out of your comfort zone. Confidence is your key to success. This is all confirming all of that. This all starts with your energy. You've already been in the right energy, and that is why big happy changes are coming. Big happy changes. I love this reading so much. This might be one of my very favorite readings that I've ever done, even though I don't remember the half of it, but I get the energy and I can feel it, and I love the energy. Okay. I hope that this was super relevant for you, that it resonates for you, and that you start seeing these changes happening around you, like I said, within the next week. Let's do it. If we believe in it, if we believe in the impossible, let's do it. In the next week, you're going to see all this start playing out for you. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Tomorrow is Thoughtful Thursday. We will see who is thinking about you. I think this whole week I'm going to focus on positivity. So tomorrow's reading is going to be aimed for positive thoughts as well. Okay? I just need a good solid week where things are just good. Okay? I feel like we all need that right now. So that's what I'm going to go with. We're going to see who's thinking wonderful things about you. I hope to see you then. If not, have a great rest of your week or a fantastic life. I love you so much. Last thing, if you're still here, I have this new deck coming in, okay? This is called the, oh my gosh, now I'm not going to be able to say it out loud because I've only ever read it. Ephemere. It is made by the same person who created my True Black tarot deck that I use on all the shorts, okay? So this is sort of like the pure white counterpart to the True Black, okay? I'm so excited. These are just prototype cards that I got whenever I funded this Kickstarter a year ago, right? So these are not even the finished product, but I'm so excited. It's white and like gold foil. I'm so excited. I can't wait to get it. This deck is going to, it's so cool because they have a modernized major arcana system. So instead of the typical 22 card, I always forget that the Fool's in there is marked as 0. Instead of the typical 22 cards, it's actually 8 named cards that is a triptych. What is that called? Card 1 has 3 different cards. Blah, blah, blah. Card 2 has 3 different cards, right? So it's each major arcana is split into 3 different cards that have their own more narrowed in definition for that step in the hero's journey. It's not the Fool's journey in this one. So I'm excited to learn it. And I'm going to use this primarily on, I think I'm going to do another short. And what I'm going to do, because so many people love the message from the person on your mind short that I do. So many people love that and they love hearing that. And I would like to bridge the gap with this deck as the counterpart to my True Black deck. And I would like to start delivering messages from you to the person on your mind. So this will sort of be tarot readings that are the person who sent you this wants you to know, and I will be delivering love messages from you to the person that you are thinking about. Obviously not everyone's thinking about someone, but for those of you who are, I would like to use this as a medium, a bridge between you and this person. So I know that you love to receive the messages from them, and I would love to give you the opportunity to share something just as sentimental with the person that you're thinking about too. I'm so excited. It's going to take me some time to learn it, but I just wanted to share because I'm so excited. Okay, that's it. I hope you have a fantastic day. I need to go to the bathroom. Okay, good night. Goodbye. Ta-ta.